In this video, I'm gonna be telling you a lesson that isn't fun, but it will make you successful. And that is that you need to attain every single thing that you want in life all by yourself. And I know this may sound like some basic piece of information, but I'm gonna break it down in a way that actually is gonna allow it to make sense for you. Because here's the thing, is that a lot of people understand this concept and yet they're not doing anything about it in order to achieve success. And I think a lot of people make the picture too big, like, oh, there's this big end goal, I want to be successful, I want to be a millionaire, whatever that is. But you need to realize that there's so many different levels in order to get to the top of that pyramid, and it all comes from a foundation that builds up, and that's what truly allows you to be successful. So if you're someone who's just watching self-improvement videos, maybe you read a couple pages of a book here and there, you look into some online businesses, but you never really start anything, you will never be successful, and success is not just going to fall into your lap. And that's the harsh truth. And this has been times when I was in between businesses and I would kind of just half look into something and be like, oh, that's interesting, maybe I could start it, or this or that. The thing is, if you want to be successful, you need to realize that everything in life is a skill. And that is the foundation of this. And that you need to start developing the skills. And then once you develop the skills, now you're actually in a place to start advancing and excelling in life. But it all comes down to developing the basics. It comes down to high-level communication, being able to effectively communicate your ideas, thoughts, and what you're trying to portray with your words. That's one of the most basic things I can tell you to develop. So social skills is huge. Beyond that, you need to pick some sort of skill that can actually make you money. For me, I decided to go with sales. And over the last 3 years, I decided to pursue sales, taking on different sales careers, getting better and better. And now I'm reinvesting heavily as I've made more money into getting better and better and better at that skill, because it's only going to serve me for the rest of my life, because sales is something that's universal. Whether you're in an actual sales career or not, you're always selling. So understanding sales is something that's going to set you up for life. You see what I'm saying with developing skills? And no one's going to come develop these skills for you. Even if you were to pay a mentor like I just did, I just paid a mentor $5,000, and the actual hard deliverables aren't that much. So it's mostly just the knowledge he has that he's teaching me that I have to go and then apply myself and actually learn and take it. And it's all up to me on how far I take this knowledge that I learn. So everything comes down to you doing the shit that you need to get done in order to advance in life. And like I was saying, one of the first foundations is skills. If you're not developing skills as a young man, that's the most important thing that you should be doing. So once you develop the skills, now it just comes down to implementation, discipline, consistency, and that's what's really going to get you going. And beyond that, just taking action. If you're not taking action and you're procrastinating on ideas and actually trying to do things, you're never going to get anywhere as well. So you need to realize that everything is up to you. Nothing's ever just going to fall in your lap. As much as I love my friends, I got like 2 really good friends, I'll tell them ideas. Like, for example, my one friend, he had an amazing weight loss transformation. He went from almost 300 pounds to 160. And I said, bro, you can literally start a weight loss coaching business on Instagram, running ads. Like I just learned about it. I paid for a 12K scaling with ads program. Everything I learned about, I was like, bro, I'll help you get this started. I'll tell you exactly what you need to do. And he didn't take action on it. And I love him. And I just was giving him this idea. I was like, bro, this is a perfect business idea for you. He's wanted to start online businesses as well. He doesn't know what to do. And I was like, here's your business. This is the best thing that you can do. It's going to give you all the different sorts of freedom. You just need some capital to invest in these ads and get started with the content. And he didn't take action on it. So that's where it comes down to, like, you can only do so much. So if there is someone in your life who is giving you ideas, who's further ahead than you, definitely listen to them. But it's going to come down to you in the end of the day, whether you're going to take that knowledge and that idea and implement it, or if you've got to come up with these ideas yourself, if you're actually going to implement them and try them. Because the thing is, the biggest risk that you can take is not doing anything. The 9-to-5 is always going to be there. Think about how many millions and millions of 9-to-5 jobs there are out there, and they're not that hard to get. Even without a college degree, they're super easy to get a 9-to-5. It's always going to be there for the rest of your life. But you know what won't be there is the life of your dreams that you didn't pursue. So constantly and tenaciously going after the life that you want should be the only thing on your mind right now. If you're young, definitely enjoy yourself a little bit, but have a fair balance. And if you do want to party, for example, and do some of the more degenerate things, then you need to work double as hard. Because sure, you can do it and get away with it. I've gotten away with it for the last 4 months, partying on the weekends, seeing girls, things like that. but I worked twice as hard during the week and even did like overtime sometimes on the weekends to really make sure that I'm achieving the things that I want to achieve. So it really all comes down to you in the end of the day, whether you truly want this or not. And that's it. No one's going to make it happen for you. So the big lesson is that if you're not taking action on the things that you want in life, it's never going to come true. So it all starts with you developing the things that you need to develop, the necessary skills in order to succeed. And no matter where you're at, there's always something that you can be developing. Even if you were making $1 million a month, you can always advance in some way, shape, or form, even if it's very little. So right now, if you have nothing, maybe the best thing you can do is start learning about discipline and consistency, taking some self-improvement habits and starting to do those and build confidence within yourself. Once you build that confidence now you can maybe actually take that next step and stay consistent with an idea that you want to implement, whether that be creating a YouTube channel, starting an SMMA business, whatever it is that you want to do. Now you can hopefully actually be consistent with it. So there's so many levels to becoming successful, and it all depends on where you're at. Like if you don't have that consistency and discipline, that should be the first thing you're focusing on. Stay in your 9 to 5 and throw in some things every single day, like reading, meditation, journaling, whatever it is, cold showers, and prove to yourself over a long period of time that you can do these things. That would be the first step for you if you have nothing that you've developed with your mind or your body or anything. Go to the gym for a month, right? Whatever it is, you got to start somewhere. And a lot of the time, the internal work, your external success is a reflection of your internal work that you've done. So the reason why some people seem to just go like parabolic and become successful overnight is because they've been doing a shit ton of internal work, reading, learning, developing skills, all this stuff. And then it just adds up and it just skyrockets when they get the right opportunity and they executed on it properly. So if you're not doing any internal work, that's the first step you need to be doing. If you've been doing internal work and you've been trying things, you just got to identify the necessary skill sets that are going to allow you to get to the next level and keep developing them. There's so many things that you can learn. If you're sitting here telling me that you don't know what to do, you just haven't taken enough time to reflect on your current situation and what you could be doing to be better. And then the necessary step for you is you just need to take some time to reflect. Spend some time sitting in quiet with nothing but like a pen and paper and just sit there for an hour, 2 hours. This is the type of work that you need to be doing if you're not knowing what you like. If you're just kind of mindlessly going throughout your days, not achieving anything, that could be one of the most useful exercises you ever do to really identify what is it that you want out of life and what are the necessary actions that you need to take and the steps to actually get you there. So if you haven't understood by this point that nothing's just going to fall into your lap without you doing work, then I don't know what else I can say to portray it. But you have to make every single thing that you want in this life happen. That is it, the message of this story. So if you liked any of the content in this video, if you feel like my message was valuable, please like and subscribe. I'm going to be posting a ton of content on this channel, teaching you how to be an all-encompassing individual. So whether you want to make money, become fit, have the mindset, whatever it is, I'm going to cover all of it. So I'm going to teach you everything I know on this channel, all for free. So go ahead and subscribe. Comment down below what it is that you're going to start doing in order to actually attain success. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video.